Grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and they go with Swift again. They find some open field here. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. 55 rushing yards. Rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Off the play fake, Cousins. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The Cardinals sit 8-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to launch it for Washington, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he stopped immediately there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Open man has got it. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Godwin, 64 yards. And the Cardinals have cut the lead back down to 2. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, so they take just the 1 here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of it. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA. Cousins. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Open man is Davidson, the tight end. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, receiver.
To throw is Cousins. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by McManus is good, and they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On the set.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here's a handoff to Swift, running left. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 17-8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's good for 28 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down. Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Ready?
On third down, here comes Swift. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll try it now with Swift. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 27th. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good, and that stretches this lead to 20-8. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On play action, Cousins. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll come out in the pistol. Swift is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Lawrence on the sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And he'll be out right at the 35. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Got it.
Here's Swift. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
Ready, ready. Hey, Joseph. You go force it.
Here we go on 4th down. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back to Mixon on second down. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
Ready, set.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go, gotta have it, Lawrence. And he'll find Washington, that's complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. from just shy of midfield. Cousins. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Chad Muma. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. New England on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now Lawrence. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Williams with his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all three timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Cousins to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Another try for Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that